my little pumpkins out there. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful and fabulous day today so far. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for tuning in and for clicking. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is Gabe. And this is GabeLuvsMakeup, and I'm a 52-year-old makeup artist, and I've been in the industry for 30 plus years, and I'm still in the industry, and I help customers just like you with skincare, makeup, and fragrance every single day. And with that said, guys, I've got my little minion cup. We got my little minion cup right here. You know, we've been taking a couple little sips of it. We are ready to dive into this Huda Pretty Grunge collection. I have the palette, we have the blush gloss, and we also have the lip duo, and I have the black liner. So it's going to be a black lipstick grunge kind of moment, because evidently this is the thing and this is what's going on these days. But you know, I'm all about a 90s grunge look. You know, we're all about it. I've got my BK Beauty brushes here all ready to go. So yeah, if you guys want to hang out, if you're not tired of watching this review of this palette over and over again, and I may only get 10 views out of this whole video because everybody's probably seen this palette so many times and I'm at the last to the party. But if you want to hang out with this party and you want to join me and you want to see what we got to do and what we're going to do, then, you know, grab your cuppa, whatever, and we're going to dive right into it and see what we come up with. And have a little sip of cuppa, a little cup of cuppa, and I'm gonna do a little bit of my Sigma, a little bit more of my lip mask, just melt lip mask. You guys, I'm telling you, I hate to use the word obsessed because I don't want to use that word because I'm so tired of hearing that word. I just don't want to hear it anymore. But this Hydra Melt lip mask is really good. I'm really feeling it. We'll talk about that in another video, though. I've got a whole bunch of Sigma that I got, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. But today we're going to talk about this Huda Beauty collection, this Pretty Grunge collection. I'm really excited about this. So I can't tell you, I'm excited to try the black lip. I know some of you guys are probably like, Gabe, you are insane. I mean, why are you wearing a black lip? I mean, come on, you're 52 years old. Why are you wearing a black? But you know what? We're going to have fun with this. Okay, so again, you come to my channel. It's all about having fun. It's makeup. You know, it is what it is. And again, like I said in the beginning of the intro of the video, I know you guys are really probably sick of seeing this palette because so many people have excuse me, so many people have talked about this palette. So many people have showed this palette. There's been a million gazillion reviews on this palette. But yeah, you know what? I love Huda's palettes. By the way, I've got like some comparison. I was gonna compare some. I've got like most of her palettes. And I love all of her stuff, and I just love her as a brand, and I just really wanted to see what my opinion was on it. Again, like I said, I'll probably only get like 6 views on this probably video, because everybody's like, you know what, we're so tired, I can't watch another one. But you know what, you know, I'm a little different, I'm special, you know. But anyway, we are ready to go. I have on, I actually tried, I do want to say, you know, that sale that was going on, because I don't want to talk about that either, because I'm so sick of hearing about the Sephora sale. It's Sephora this, Sephora that, my haul, Sephora, so Sephora, we are burnt out on Sephora, and I did, this is the one thing that I did pick up during the Sephora sale. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything more about the SS sale. The SS sale. But I did pick up this Haas Labs brow pencil, and I got it in, what color would I get it? It was a medium blonde, and it's a really cute pencil. I mean, it was cute. It's like, you know, because I got a little bit of a discount with it. I ran out of my Charlotte Tilbury, and I thought, well, I'll try this one and see how I like it. But this is what the pencil is. She's very small. The verdict's still out on this one. I mean, you know, it doesn't look bad, but I had to still mix in my Dior with it to make sure that it showed up. I felt like the blonde was a little bit too light. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's okay. The verdict, so I've got to play with that one. My Charlotte Tilbury is just my holy grail. I just love the brow cheat and the brow lift. It's just the two that I just love, and I just have not found anything that I've really enjoyed since then. But, you know, that is the one thing that I picked up. So we did pick this up during the sale. So I did get a discount on it. Let me peel off this with you guys together, because this is brand new. So let me see if I can try to get it off. We're just going to peel that off together. And this is what the palette actually looks like on the front. And by the way, that's what the box looks like. So the box looks really cool. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette compared to, this is the Naughty, just the broad the Naughty. I did bring out the rose quartz or I can't remember one of the other ones I have that I was going to show you guys too, but this is the Empowered. This is the one from last year, so it's a little bit more matte, and this one is too, whereas this one is a little bit more shiny. So she's a little bit more of a shiny. And of course, let's open her up, and in the inside, and this is what she looks like in the inside. Look how pretty is she? Really, really super gorgeous. The color story is really beautiful. It's like a really pretty cool mixture of cools with, like, it looks like with some warms in it too, so it's not all cool, but it's not all silver either like the Xenon palette was. So that was more silver and more bluish or whatever. This has got a nice mixture in it, so I can already tell you I'm gonna really like this look. I don't know what we're gonna do with this look, guys. I have no idea. I'm thinking about maybe just doing the top, maybe, but you know how I am. I start off and I start one way and then we end up doing something else, so different. So I pulled out all a lot of my BK Beauty brushes. We're going to use BK Beauty today. I just love them. I love my Angie Hot and Flashy brushes. We're going to use that. I used a little bit of my Sigma primer already, my eyeshadow base. I got this also in the PR kit that they did, and I put it all over, so that's already, so I've got a primer on already. So, yeah, so let me kind of just do a quick swatching for you guys real quick, just to show you what it's like. By the way, this palette, I think is it $69 or $68? I think it's like $69, I believe, for the palette. The rest of the collection is only available on her site. It's not available actually on Sephora. This is the only thing that was available on Sephora. The rest of the collection is only available on her site. So if you want any of that, you have to go over to her site. But she's getting ready to do an 80% cyber sale. So you guys can go over there. I doubt you'll get any discount on the new stuff, but if there's anything in Huda that you like, it's a good chance to pick up something. But I don't have any affiliate links with Huda whatsoever, just through Sephora. That's it. I don't really have a actual separate with Huda, but it is a good time if you do want to go over and check her out, or check out some of that for that sale, because I think it starts today or tomorrow. And I'm filming on Tuesday. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but it should be up, because I think it's running for like 2 weeks or maybe a week or something like that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, let's do some swatches real quick, and then I'll come right back and show you those, and then we will get started on the highlight. So this is what we're looking like. So this is starting at the top of it. This is the cream shade at the top. So I'm going to show you guys the cream shade. Of course, I'm a really horrible swatcher, so just throwing that out there. But this is a cream shade right here, and she definitely got more of that really super glossy kind of feel to it, that more of a slippery, kind of a wet kind of a feel to it. It's like a cream glossy shadow, whereas these are all more smoother and more, it's got more of a beautiful, they're all beautiful. They feel amazing. The formula feels very creamy. It feels really nice. Whereas sometimes in the Empowered palette, it felt a little here and there. But in this one, it's just, they're just gorgeous. I mean, all of the shades are really beautiful. This is the top row going all the way down to the middle row and then down to the bottom row. But look how pretty all of these are. And this little shade here, the Rebel, she's definitely more of the really, really glittery shade. But this shade here, Maverick, is really beautiful. So all of them look really pretty. There's a little bit more purple in it, a little bit more mauve tones, which I'm not afraid of. I'm really kind of actually happy to see. So anyway, so that's enough there. So let's get started. Let's jump right into it and let's start playing with the look. So the ideas are just the endless possibilities with this palette. So there's a lot of really cool palette and little cool tones and really cool ones. So I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'm just going to go with the flow, and we're just going to start off with my Hot and Flashy brush 8052, and let's just start off with a little bit of actually, you know what, let me rephrase that. Let's start off with Heroine first. And Heroine is this really, she's that really kind of really peachy kind of shade. I'm gonna go in, oh, let me get Chucky. I pulled out Chucky today. We're gonna use Chucky today on my eye here. Now, we'll let you guys know that there is fallout. Usually with Huda's palette, I normally don't like to wear foundation first. I like to do the eyes first, but I did a video before this one and I already had it on, so we just kept it on. But sometimes she does have fallout, and there is some kickback in the pan, to just letting you know, especially with that first shade. And she's matte, she's very creamy or very smooth, but just be wary that there is some kickback in the pan. but it doesn't seem to be falling too much, so that's not a bad thing. So we're just gonna kind of set the concealer, or I'm gonna set the, the primer with a little bit of this shade all over, just to give a little something. But that's really pretty. You guys seem to kind of like what I did with the Natasha Denona, kind of, you know, showing you guys a natural look as we kind of go. So I think that's what I'm going to do this time too. So this again is a really super clean look. We're going to do maybe one more, and this would be like a 2 eyeshadow kind of look. You can see what you could do. I already have some mascara on. I did a little bit of the Estee Lauder Extreme Mascara. We already did a little bit of that too. Before we started, so just to give you guys an idea what it looks like with just mascara. So let's take a really skinny brush. Let's take my the 504A. We're going to take that brush and let's dip it into Liberty. And Liberty she's got a little bit more of that. It's a little bit more. Let me see if I can get a little bit more on there. A little bit more you can see. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty shade. It's a warm shade. But I think we're going to do a mixture of warms and cools together. We're just going to really go in there and do it. And then what I'll do on the other eye is I'll show you what Brave looks like. And she's a little bit more of that mauve color. But see, this is what the Liberty's looking like. And if you wanted to, you could just do like a little bit of Liberty, maybe a little mascara, and just kind of go. Like if you wanted something just real quick. That would be a really pretty kind of a 2 shadow type deal. So let me go with another brush, and this is my 502 Angie Hot and Flashy, and we're going to dip into Brave. And then Brave she's a little bit more, she's got that mauve undertone to her, so it's a little bit more of that darker mauve brown color to her. So we're going to go in and just kind of really work that in. And smooth that out a little bit. And she's going to give you like a little bit more oomph. And I probably should have tapped off my brush a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be fine, I think. We're just going to blend it all out. Okay, now see the difference between the two? I mean, one is just a little bit more peachier, one is a little bit more of that rose mauve kind of color, but this is really beautiful. Both of them are beautiful by themselves. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the Liberty, and we're going to go back over and we're going to add her in to this one so you guys can see what it looks like together before I move forward. You guys wanted to see, if you want to see what 2 of these shades together looks like. And see that, just kind of give it like a little bit more oomph to it. Just kind of just emphasize that a little bit more. Okay, so then I'm going to go back in with the other shade Brave on this side and just emphasize that just a little bit more. So I think what I want to do next, guys, is I'm going to try to finish up doing the rest of it all on this eye, and then I'll finish up doing the other one on the other side. But this is just kind of giving you guys an idea of what it would be like if you did like 2 or 3 eyeshadows just with this. If you wanted to do just like a matte look, that would be really pretty. And if you wanted to take one of the darker colors just on the outer corner just for a daytime look and you don't want to go crazy, because this is a little bit more of a, you definitely use these for daytime and nighttime. But I'm going to take a little bit of this color here. It's called Beauty Chaos, and she's like this, almost kind of a little bit more of a grungy purple, it's like a grungy gray purple color. And I'm going to put her a little bit more all over the lid. I'm going to take it with my finger because I really want to smooth it. And it's just so smooth. It's such a smooth feeling. It feels almost like cream almost. It's just going to blend that in with the other. Now this would also be a really beautiful day look if you wanted to mash this in with the other shadows. See how pretty that is? It just kind of softened it out a little bit actually. Just kind of made it a little bit more neutral so you could wear this with many different types of colors and clothes. But it's really pretty. Okay, so I don't know if I'm thinking I want to try to keep everything on the top. And by the way, there is some fallout, so I'm just letting you guys know. I wish I figured there would be, but again, I normally don't do foundation. I usually do the eye look first and then do the foundation. But it's okay, I'll clean it up after, so it's no big deal. But I would just say probably do your eye makeup first before you do the rest of your makeup, probably. But let me go back into, let me take this first. I'm going to take off my little Sigma pad here, and I'm just gonna clean that off just a little bit. This 8 was at 502, 504, and she's a little bit more of a skinnier brush. I'm gonna take her. So let's take a little bit more of Nirvana, and Nirvana is a deeper, she's a deeper kind of a plum. So I'm gonna go in and take Nirvana and start to deepen up my crease a little bit more, because I'm gonna deepen her up more, make her stand out just a tad bit more. And I'm just gonna really build that up. Now that's what Nirvana is looking like. That is really pretty. That just really deepened it up, just give it a little bit more life to it. And then let's do a little bit. See, I really like the idea of the black, and I like the idea of the cream to give it more of that really, but I tried that with the last palette, the Empowered palette, and she had a cream in it, and it messed up the whole look, and I was a little, I think the cream, you just have to kind of either use it more on its own, or just use it like more of a gloss, an eye gloss. I don't know why she put those in there, but I still haven't figured that out yet, why she likes to do that, but it's like, I get it. I mean, it's a look on its own, and it's kind of a cool editorial kind of look, but I wouldn't say that would be great for every day. But we're tapping into Fearless now. So Fearless is she's more of a brown kind of a plum color, and we're going in and we're really building up Fearless here. And I'm going to go more outside of my socket here to make it a little bit bigger. Okay guys, so I just went over with Hope a little bit. It's like a dark brown, and I just went over the edge a little bit more just to give it more of a brown look. Sorry, my mirror is like, I've got a side mirror over here on the side just in case if I need to look at it. But so far so good, so far so good. So now that we've got that, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. There's a couple really beautiful shimmers in here, and I don't know if I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do Avant-Garde first. And she is this really pretty, it's like a dark brown metallic. It's like a really pretty dark brown metallic. I'm gonna take a little bit of her right here with my finger. And again, there's fallout, but again, I would definitely, again, like I told you earlier, I know that with Huda's shadows from just playing with them, that usually they have fallout. The better thing to do is to do it before do your eyes before your makeup. But it's really pretty though. That's a really beautiful look. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of Maverick, and she's a little bit more of a silver, and I'm gonna go right here. We're gonna just take Maverick right in here. And just kind of blend it into that one. Don't want to use that really heavy glitter shade. I mean, I like her glitters, but sometimes they can look a little choppy. You gotta be careful with them. But this is really pretty. This shade is gorgeous. What I'm going to do is take my my BK Beauty, this is my BK Beauty liner. It is the 208. I'm going to take a little bit of it. I think I'm going to wet it, and we're going to use it as a liner. So I'm going to go into this shade Renegade, which is the black, and I'm going to take it and kind of wet it and use it almost like a cream. Kind of go in here and really, oh yeah, that's pretty. That's giving me a really pretty, like a pretty nice liner, almost like a powder liner. Okay guys, so this is what the finished look looks like with the eye palette, and it's absolutely stunning. So pretty. I took a little bit more of the black shade Renegade, and I took it on the bottom. I mean, this look escalated, okay, because we weren't gonna do let's see what happens to me. I get into drama and I can't help it, and it just ends up being the way that it is. But it turned out to be so beautiful. But this black right here, I wet it and made it like a liquid, and then I took it up underneath and really smudged it and give it this really pretty look. And then I took a little bit of Strong AF and just put it right over top of it, and it just made it look so smooth and so pretty, and it kind of blurred it out a little bit more and kind of give a little bit more of that grungy look to it. So I'm really feeling that vibe, and I really do like it. So everything looks really pretty. I really did it. So I went over my skin. I did a little bit of the Huda Beauty. I did my loose powder. I did a little bit over top, and I did my Chanel cream bronzer. I did a little bit of that before we did the powder. So we've set everything. I sprayed it a little bit. So now we are ready to move on to the next thing. Oh, let me do a comparison real quick. So this is, let me show you side by side. Just so this is the Naughty palette. So the Naughty is definitely more of a warmer palette. So you guys can see together when you see it side by side, you can see that the Naughty is definitely more warmer. And then this is the Empowered palette. So this is the sister to this one, I feel like. So this one is just, this one is more, she's definitely more of a warmer palette. This one's definitely more cooler toned. But you could add these together and they would go be a perfect pair with each other because they're very comparable. Both of these palettes would look really good with this palette. So if you have either one of these palettes and you were thinking about maybe getting this one, but you like warm, but you might want to mix in some cool, this may be a good palette to add to that one. But this palette is just gorgeous. This this color here, this color Maverick, this one and the Strong AF, look at that. And this one here, the Avant-Garde, I used all three of those and it's just so beautiful, so pretty. And these two shades here, the Heroine and Liberty, I absolutely love those. And this Brave and Beauty, what is it, Beauty Chaos, these two, really beautiful. This one here is just so beautiful. That's really pretty, just as a one and done by itself. Nirvana and Fearless both perform really well, the darker shades. And Hope did a good job too. It's just a very more of an average, more of a basic brown. And Freedom is really pretty too. I used a little bit of Freedom, but for the most part, I didn't get to use some of the other shades in here, like Rebel. I used a tad bit, but I didn't want too much glitter because it's a little, she's a little bit more glittery. It's a little bit more, not too super chunky, but it's a nice smooth one. And Haphazard, I didn't use her either, which she's just a little bit more of that kind of, instead of the, what is it, Avant-Garde, they look a little similar together. One is just more brown, one's more purple. Just a really beautiful palette overall, guys. This is really super pretty. So if you were thinking about maybe picking this up, or maybe as a present for somebody, this may be a really beautiful gift to give someone. But yeah, that's what my thoughts are on the palette. Just thought I would do that instead of doing a whole read at the end while we're talking about the palette, just comparing stuff right now, just do that. But now let's move on to what I'm really curious about is this right here. It's called the Blush Gloss. And she is more of a, it's got a really beautiful packaging, but in this side, it looks just like this, but it definitely, it has more of an emollient kind of feel to it. So she's got more of that glossy kind of look to it, but it kind of turns a little pink. So it's kind of like a self-adjusting type. I want to say this is like $35, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on her website. But it looks really pretty. You know me, I'm all about some gloss. So I've really, really super mattified, and I'm going to take my, my Sigma, this is my Sigma Alice in Wonderland brush, and it's like what I'd use to use my foundation with. Instead of using my finger or to actually do it with a sponge, I'm actually seeing a couple people use this. So I'm gonna go on and see how this transforms as a blush. And hopefully it doesn't pick up any of my foundation. And I'm just gonna tap it here right along the cheekbone and right on the cheek and just see what happens with this. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, yes, ma'am. I'm like, okay, Huda, okay. Because you know I'm all about some, you know, I'm going to just add more because you know I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be really picky, and it's not picking up my foundation either. No, it's gone right over, and I powdered really, really good. So, oh, I like that. And it gives a really beautiful color. Oh, I like that, guys. I'm like, oh, okay. This is a little surprise hit. Oh, and we like, oh, you know, we getting some gloss going on over here. You know, I'm all about the gloss. We mattify it and then we gloss our face down. So yeah, that's me right there. All about the gloss. I'm gonna take it a little bit more red over top of that. Wow, that is so beautiful. Oh, I can't get enough of this. I'm like, okay, I'm all about that. That is beautiful. Look how pink it is. It's just giving me that really beautiful flush. I can't believe the color is really showing up on me too. I didn't think it was going to show up on me, but it looks really good. I'm really liking that. Okay. Okay, well, I don't want to go overboard because you know that I will. But that's beautiful, guys. That is just really how it just makes the skin look. Oh, that is super pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. That is really nice, really beautiful. Done that out of the way, so now it's time to blot our lip a little bit here. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of concealer on it. So we had that lip mask on because this lip is gonna be more of a matte. And it's also gonna be black. So, you know, you guys, if you guys didn't want, what was it I did that I was talking about about the black lip? This is definitely one of the things that I wanted to get. This is definitely one of the things I wanted to try. So we have the black liner here. And again, it has a little sharpener. If you never tried Huda's pencils before, they have a little sharpener on the end. I think the pencils are like $19 or they're $20. But this would be really beautiful if you did a black outline and then smeared it with just a gloss, or maybe just a gloss over top of it would be really pretty. But you know, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this black liquid lip over top of it. And it's been a while since I've used Huda's liquid lips, but they're really good. They're really good ones. But she has lighter colors, and she actually has a kit with like more of like the neutral colors. So they're not like black, but they're more like neutral shades of liquids, and they're like a little pack together. But you know, I had to do the black. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna go for it. So anyway, so let's dive into it. So let me get this pencil ready, and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we are. The scary part. I'm sure some of you guys are like, what? I mean, it's like, it's definitely going to give us more of a gothic kind of a look to it. But I mean, but that's the fun of the collection. So the name of this is called Ex-Wife. So you gotta love the name of the liquid lip color. So I'm gonna go in and just swipe it. Oh yeah, she's pretty. She's pretty. This would look really beautiful. On a really dark skin tone too. This would look really gorgeous too. Ooh, oh my God, this is gorgeous. This is a beautiful. I did not have a black lipstick, and I've always wanted a matte one, a nice matte black lipstick. Oh God, this is gorgeous. I know, it looks scary, but I'm telling you guys, this is gorgeous. It's really pretty in person. Okay, guys, what do you guys think? Wow, look how beautiful this is. But this lip color, I mean, it's dramatic, okay? I mean, I get it, but it's stunning. It is really stunning together. I wouldn't think that it would, because usually with this kind of eye look, I wouldn't normally do this kind of a lip, but because the lip is a statement on its own, but it just looks so beautiful. It really does. It does go with the whole look. I mean, this here is really shocked me. I cannot believe how beautiful the glow is and how pretty that looks. It looks so pretty. And you know, of course, the black and the liquid, it's just, the liquid feels really good on the lip. It's still drying down some, but it's just super pretty. We're going to do a little bit of this. So they have the black liquid silk gloss, and it's just to show you guys, it's not really much of it. It's just more of a clear with a little bit of like it's supposed to be, it's a tingle. A little bit of this there on top of it. And that's, ooh, it makes it look like a lacquer. Oh, that's it. And it is plumping. So it does have a plump to it. So just letting you guys know straight off the bat that it does have that plump. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that makes it look just like vinyl. And I love that. That is just so pretty. Wow, okay, you guys, this collection has blown my mind. The whole thing, I still can't get over this. This I can't get over. It's just, the shadows, I knew the shadows were going to be really beautiful. I knew they were going to be. But man, let me tell you, and this black, it's like, I can't believe that this black shadow has stayed on so good. It's not come off. And I wet it, and it's just stayed in place. It's not went anywhere. It looks really good. It's done a really good job, because usually, sometimes with shadows, they'll kind of move around a little bit. And we didn't do any liner. So I didn't know like eyeliner or liquid. So it turned out really beautiful. That did. This again, I'm blown away with. This right here is like, I'm gonna really be using this a lot. I really love it. I love the way it makes my skin look. It looks gorgeous. And I really like this lip combination. I'm glad that I got it. Of course, it's not something we'll be using all the time. But I mean, but it's a fun lipstick, and I'll have one in my collection, and I will use this black liner quite a bit because I do like doing a black liner and then smudging it with another kind of gloss over it to give a really intense look. So I do like that, and I love this. So I'm feeling the tingle though. I'm feeling that tingle. But yeah, you guys have to let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this long. If you've stuck around this long, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not yet. We would love to have you as part of our little family here on Gabe Loves Makeup, because you are my family, and I love you so much, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you stuck around this long, you know what? If you didn't like this video, then you know what? I don't give a Huda. Okay, I don't give a Huda, okay? Because I am like, I'm diva and all that in a bag of chips. You know, oh, one more thing. Okay, now I feel a little bit more badass with this jacket on. I just thought I would put on a little bit of my leather jacket here just to give a little more of a badass look, because that's what I feel like with this whole look going on. I feel like a badass. So anyway, so remember guys, thank you so much for being here. Be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself. Remember to tell somebody that you love them today, because life is way too short. And also remember to be kind to someone, because kindness can go off a long way. And with that said guys, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you think of this collection, and we will see you again later. Bye. Mwah. Black kisses. Mwah.